Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today my topic is the Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1. I already taught up to line 420. Today I am going to start from line 421. Before starting, let me recap a little. The fourth act opens in a court of justice in Venice where the Duke summons Antonio and expresses regret that he has fallen into the clutches of so stony an adversary that is Shylock. Antonio acknowledges the efforts of the Duke and thanks him, but at the same time states that nothing could be done by the Duke as the law must be followed. Antonio soon resigns in his attempts as he figures out that it is hopeless to expect mercy from Shylock. The Duke then announces that unless the doctor from Padua, who is to decide the case, soon appears, he will have to adjourn the case as he cannot allow things to take such a harsh course. Next, Portia appears in the court dressed as a lawyer. At this point of the time, Portia announces that no power in Venice can alter a decree established. This idea delights Shylock so much that he hails the lawyer as a Daniel come to judgment. Antonio bids farewell to Bassanio, saying he is glad to die since he has outlived prosperity. Next, Portia announces that the Jew can have his pound of flesh, but at the same time she also mentions that he must not shed a single drop of blood, as there being a law in Venice to the effect that should a foreigner attempt to shed Christian blood, he forfeits his estates. This almost paralyzes Shylock, but it delights Bassanio. Now, let's start from here. Okay, now Duke, Magnificius, and others leave the court. Okay, Bassanio is telling, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend. Now, who is this gentleman referred over here? It is referred to Portia, okay, disguised as a lawyer. I and my friend. Who is my friend referred here? My friend is referred to Antonio. Have by your wisdom been the day acquitted of grievous penalty in lieu whereof 3,000 ducats due unto the Jew. We freely cope your courteous pains withal. Now, Bassanio is telling to Portia, most worthy gentleman, by your wisdom, your means by Portia's wisdom, my friend and I have been saved from the most harmful penalties. In return for this, the 3,000 ducats that are due to the Jew, we happily give to you. Now, look, Bassanio is telling the 3,000 ducats, okay, which was due for the Jew. Okay, now this 3,000 he wants to give to Portia. Okay, Antonio. Now Antonio is telling, and stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore. Okay, now Antonio is telling that in addition to that, we shall be extremely indebted to you. Indebted to you means again Portia in the matter of love and service. Portia. He is well bred that is well satisfied, and I delivering you am satisfied, and therein do account myself well paid. My mind was never yet more mercenary. Now, what is the meaning of mercenary? Attracted towards money. Okay, now Portia is telling that if a man is fully satisfied with his performance, he is already paid, and I am fully satisfied by saving you. Okay, so I think that I have been fully compensated. Okay, Portia is telling that I am never attracted towards money and I don't want any money. I am fully satisfied by saving you. Clear? Now, look. I pray you know for when we meet again. Now, what is Portia telling? Portia telling that whenever we will meet again, you should recognize me. Now, Bassanio tells, dear sir of force, I must attempt to further take some remembrance of us as a tribute, not as a fee. Grant me two things, I pray you, not to deny me and to pardon me. Now, Bassanio is telling, dear sir, I urge upon you to accept something as our token of gratitude. Okay, what is Bassanio telling? I urge upon you. Okay, Bassanio is telling Portia, I urge upon you to accept something as a token of gratitude. Okay, not as a fee but as a gratitude. Now Portia is replying, you press me far and therefore I will yield. To Antonio, give me your gloves. Okay, Portia is telling them, okay, you are pressing me, then okay, you please give your gloves. To Antonio, from Antonio, Portia is asking for the gloves, and from Bassanio, Portia is asking for the ring. Okay, Now, do not draw back your hand. Okay, now Portia is telling Bassanio not to draw back his hand. Bassanio, this ring. Okay, Bassanio is shocked because Bassanio's wife, Portia has given the ring, and at that moment of the time, Portia told not to part the ring. Therefore, Bassanio is telling, this ring, good sir, alas, it's a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this ring. Bassanio is telling that, no, I cannot give this ring because it's a trifle. At that time, Portia becomes angry and tells that I will have nothing except this ring. Bassanio now is telling that I will give you a dearest ring in Venice, but I cannot give you this ring. Portia is telling, I see, sir, you are liberal in offer. Portia is becoming angry. Okay, Portia is telling that I see, sir, you are liberal in offer. First you taught me to beg, and now you are telling me how a beggar should be replied. Bassanio is again telling, good sir, next Bassanio is telling, okay, this ring was given by my wife, and my wife told me not to part this ring. Okay, at that time Portia is telling that this is an excuse, and every man gives this excuse. Okay, Portia is telling it's an excuse. Now Portia goes away. Okay, but at that point of the time, Antonio is telling, my lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Okay, Antonio is giving a suggestion to give the ring to Portia. Let his deserving and my love withal. We valued, grant your wife commanded. Bassanio then sends Bassanio with the ring, and he's also telling that give it to Portia. Bassanio exits. Next, Bassanio is telling Antonio that come, you and I will thither presently, and in the morning we will both go towards Belmont. Okay, this is the end of this Act 4, Scene 1. In my next video, I will bring something new. Until then, goodbye.